Hi, Joanna Hodorowska here, Nutrition in Motion, helping you discover the power of nutrition. So a lot of times when I'm working with my clients, first off, we're always working on balancing the blood sugar, introducing more real foods, and then sometimes we have to look at their supplements. And sometimes we add supplements, sometimes we take away. But a lot of times, people read things online, they look on Google, and they're like, oh, before you know it, they have zillions of millions of supplements, which actually they're not both supplements. But a lot of times, you end up with 30 different supplements and you're like, what the heck am I even doing? And I do work with clients where, your body has the ability to heal. God did create your body so that it can actually repair. And supplements are supposed to supplement a healthy diet. So if you're not actually eating the more real food, supplements, they are not going to necessarily fill the gap. And especially when you're working with anti-inflammatory issues, if you don't change the diet, you're going to end up taking, some anti-inflammatory supplements, probably 2 or 3 times more than what you normally would if you were actually doing a anti-inflammatory diet first. So this is going to be one product like the Cardiogenics HP. Love this product. I was using it for the couple months before my hip replacement. It's a joint and cartilage support, which of course, because the FDA limits what you can say. But this company, it's not a company that just goes by testimonials. They have science. They have actually done human trials on the end product. There are some companies where this is what they put now onto the label. You have your own little QR code so you can find out what's going on. If you have a supplement, and I think this is the real key thing that I want you to understand, is if you find a supplement brand and everything on their site is just about testimonials, just walk away. It's not, you don't need something that is promoted by testimonials and no science. You need to have the science. This company, they have the science. They do the testing on joints, and they did human trials. I think there were, I don't know how many thousands of people were in the trial, but I think it was almost 90% of the participants that actually got this product noticed an improvement, and all of them stayed on this product rather than going back on their medication when the 90-day trial was over. I noticed a difference when it was done. And they have it on their website, human studies. So if you want to do supplements, I'm not going to say don't do supplements, but you have to be choosy on your supplements. The ones that I choose, they all have this little QR code now so you can get more information. They're all good manufacturing practices. They all have human studies. If your supplement doesn't have human studies, you are throwing $287 and I had one client who, when I did the math, it was $328 a month on supplements, and a lot of them were literally based on testimonials that somebody said this was really great. David Beckham created this product. It must be amazing. Somebody else is supporting it. There's another probiotic company that they hired actresses and actors to actually promote their product. And then if you go look at their strain of probiotic, the only thing that it leads back to is that company. I'm sorry, but that's not using human studies. You have to be able to locate some of the other information so that you get the right supplement. So Wellness Wednesday, you want to be sure that you're taking better supplements, better quality, that they do have the human studies available, and not just on the ingredients, but actually the actual product. So Joanna Hodorowska, Nutrition in Motion, helping you eat better and so you feel better, but also helping you to decipher the whole quagmire of supplements, because yeah, a lot of companies want to just make money, but I want to make you healthy.